Hello everyone, William here from 222 Productions, and I am currently in the secret back room of the XL Center, home of this year's National Ninja League Season 4 World Championships, and I am joined by the founder and president of the National Ninja League, and of course, multiple-time ANW competitor and Team Ninja Warrior / Ninja vs. Ninja competitor, Chris Wilczewski. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Hopefully, are you enjoying yourself out here?
It's been quite an experience so far.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like the fact that we have to come over into the secret area where we have all the setup stuff just to get away from the crowd is pretty spectacular. I feel like it's shows how far we've come in the past few years.
Yes, so I guess that's a good starting point. Is that in the past 3 years. Especially the first year when I first talked to you, we were in ninja gyms. We started in your ninja gym, then Apex NorCal, Ninja Quest, and now we are here not in a ninja gym, but in an actual location, a center. What made the decision to hold the event here and not at a ninja gym this year?
Well, really, it was kind of like a combined effort. Well, one factor, we're growing so quick. Like we have so many athletes in the system that we just realized, we have the potential to have, thousands of qualifiers. Like, what are we going to do? Can a gym accommodate this? And then the other factor was the thought to combine everybody into one place. Because previously we had, there was the 1 year where we split, teens were at one place, the young age groups were at another, the adults were somewhere else. And that was working for us, but we would get the feedback from the parents where they would say, hey, I can't go here, here, and here. So we kind of got together and we're like, well, what can we do to solve this? And the best answer was bring everybody together, get it in one spot, and just get a bigger venue.
All right, very cool. Now, one of the other things that you've done this year for this season of the NNL that is new is that you introduced the Rec Ninja League. Would you mind explaining to the viewers what that is and how you feel the first iteration of it went?
Yeah, so the Rec Ninja League is geared towards getting beginner athletes introduced to the sport, because we've come so far in Ninja. You can see it here from the competition. The level is insanely high, and for somebody to just walk in off of the couch and be able to do these things is really difficult. Back in the day when the movements were simple, we were talking jump to rope, move to cargo nets, it was a little bit easier to kind of get off of the couch and go do ninja. Now the level's gotten too high that there's kind of this barrier to entry. So we created the Rec League that I kind of see it as a way to transport yourself back in time, where you get some of those simplistic obstacles where you're just doing rope swings or cargo net jumps, and it allows new athletes to get in, get on the floor, and to love it in the same way that we did without having that huge intimidation factor. And the first season went off really well. We added a lot of new athletes to the NNL World Championships into the season that would not have joined otherwise, because they got in, they got their feet wet, and realized how great Ninja really is.
All right, very cool. I'm glad to hear that it was successful. I presume you're going to be doing it again next season?
100%. It's going to be pretty much the same format, and we're excited to roll it out again. We think it's going to be really successful.
That's great to hear. Speaking of just sort of because you mentioned the evolution and kind of how it was simpler back then, it's not often I get to get to talk to someone who was involved in the boot camp system at one point. I guess just as someone who started so early in ANW, and it sounds like someone just cleared on the kids course.
I'm excited. I kind of wanted to go out there and peek my head out and see what it was, but it's super exciting. You can hear the crowd and how hyped they're getting.
But so how has American Ninja Warrior, in your opinion, evolved over the years as a show?
Oh man, it's such a tricky question, because so much has happened over the past 5, 10 years, 20 years, and it's been you started with the ANC days, and then you had the the first renditions of ANW, the pre-Casey era, where as an athlete, I would still have to explain the difference between Ninja Warrior and Wipeout. Mm-hmm. Then you have the post-Casey era where, everybody knew what it was, and they'd all ask you about the chick that won. And and it's gone through a lot of changes. And I was kind of talking about it before with the Rec League. It's when we first started, a lot of these obstacles could be done off of the couch. I mean, not entirely off of the couch, but in shape off the couch. And now it's just gotten so ridiculous, obstacles like the double dipper, where you're doing these huge colossal movements and you're just a victim of physics at some points, and it's it's really come a long way, and some of the stuff that is being thrown out there is really crazy.
Yeah, the physics can be very tricky.
Yes, yeah, very unforgiving.
Just really quick, what was it like staying at boot camp in ANW too?
Honestly, it was just really chill. Like, it was a great time. We all got along really well. We would joke when the cameras weren't rolling and, get serious and competitive because we're all competitors when it was rolling. But at the end of the day, it was just fun. I built some really lasting friendships. I mean, Drew and I, put this event on together. Drew played a huge part in, designing the courses and making sure that everything was, the way Drew being Drew, you see some crazy obstacles out there. But no, we developed friendship back then, and, we're still friends today.
Very, very interesting. Very cool. So in your mind, where do you see the NNL a few years from now?
Well, really, we have like a 5-year plan for the future where we want to really get this thing professionalized and standardized. We have plans, stuff coming down the pipeline that's going to help us do it, but I'm not really allowed to talk about it yet. Obviously, being top secret. But the hope is to move in that direction. We have our sights set on eventually the Olympics one day, and we're hoping to standardize and grow the sport.
Very cool. So, okay, let's just say hypothetically that either I'm a gym owner or I attend a gym that is currently not associated with any league whatsoever. What would I have to do to be associated with the National Ninja League?
So we have a pretty rigorous application process. So we actually require our gym applicants to fill out an application, take a test. The test is all about NNL rules. The application has everything from like how many pads you have, what's your event history like, what's your insurance provider, what's your bandwidth to make sure that you can sustain an NNL live stream. We have so many questions that go into it. And then let's say you're a gym, you do fill out all of that. All of that gets passed along to a team of 5 individuals who then look at different aspects of your gym. What's your overall appearance like? What's your safety factor? What's your event history like? Are you going to run an event on time? And then each one of those needs to approve you. Otherwise, we don't take you.
So you make sure that the best of the best gyms are associated with you.
Exactly. We only take the top-notch gyms. And the others, we actually will give some feedback and let them know, like, oh, well, we were looking, but we actually, this was the area where we believe that you fell short in, so that they can improve and come back. Because we don't want it to be like, we're this elitist group. We want to help everybody grow. And it's not that we didn't see it, see the potential there, because all of these gyms have amazing potential. It's more we want to help them get to reach their full potential.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what comes in the NNL in the future, but I just want to quickly ask one final ANW related question to you before I let you get back to running the event. What's it like winning $10,000 on top of a mega wall?
It's an unbelievable experience. I honestly was completely shocked, and I always joke with my close friends and family that it's probably the most genuine surprise reaction you will ever see out of me on the show, because normally it's kind of like that it's like hit or miss and like it is what it is. Like when I caught the wall, I was completely shocked, and I don't think I've ever been that shocked ever in the history of my life.
All right, very good. Well, I hope you have continued success in ANW this year and continued success with the NNL in future years to come. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me this day.
Of course, man, dude. Thanks for coming out. It's always a pleasure to see you, man. And I love the videos. I love what you're doing on YouTube, and keep it up.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more interviews from the National Ninja League.
Video too.
Exactly.
Like, comment, subscribe. Say what's up in the chat.
Yeah, he knows what's up. And thank you all very much for watching. See you next time. Hey everyone, huge thanks to Chris for doing this interview with me. Make sure you subscribe to the National Ninja League YouTube channel and follow Chris on Twitter and Instagram. Links in the description down below.